Yo, what's up guys? Alex here, and I'm bringing you a 19-2 on Carg Island. I don't exactly know how to say the map, but this is indeed Battlefield 3. I know most people on my channel are used to seeing COD and Moabs and all that fun jazz, but I decided to upload some Battlefield 3 because those that are into COD and have Battlefield 3, you might be trying to get into it incorrectly. Now, how you probably decided to get into it was jump into any game in any lobby and just play it like Call of Duty, but maybe like a little bit more campy because that's what you heard. But really what you want to do is play it, I guess it is kind of campier, but don't just sit in a corner. Now, what you do want to do is kind of move around and stick to the outskirts of the map, and also play the objective, because not playing the objective is kind of dumb, but compared to Call of Duty, there's many other ways you can play the objective other than just capping a flag. But we're not here to talk about that. We're talking about how to get into Battlefield 3 if you play Call of Duty a lot. Now, the first major tip I have for you is that you probably want to play TDM or Squad Deathmatch. But yeah, the reason why you would want to play Deathmatch is mainly because it is the most similar to Call of Duty, and one thing you do have to worry about is the spawns are very inconvenient, I guess you could say. They are not very good. They spawn you in a random location. Usually, you kind of hope for a spawn that isn't looking at teammates. I don't think there's really many examples of that, except like if you saw like 30 or 40 seconds ago, it's a pretty good example how they had people spawning. But you can also spawn on teammates and squad members. Well, only squad members. But so that brings me on to my second tip: is don't be too tired of the loading screens. Like, look at this. This isn't that bad. Like, you see that, and then I guess what they are wanting you to do is like help with your class. Like, I'm making sure I have everything set right there. But yeah, so you want to use that time to your advantage to make sure you have the right setup if you got new attachments or something. And that segues into my next tip. What you do want to do is use one gun a lot until you're comfortable with that gun, and then you probably want to get somewhere around like 75, 150 kills with it, and then that's probably when you're comfortable. Now with this gun, I had to lose that gunfight right there, probably because he had an automatic gun and I had a burst weapon, even though it is kind of weird. That's slightly, I feel like it's automatic sometimes, but I guess you just have to time it right. But you also have to expect when using the gun that you have to get the feel for the gun and have to use it more than one game. And also, if we're talking about comparing it to Call of Duty, you're probably going to have to use 10 bullets or so. I know in Call of Duty it usually takes 3, but you won't waste all your bullets in a clip most of the time. You can usually spend some of them, depending on how far away they are, how far away you are from the target. But yeah, so another thing you would probably want to do is play with a team. Like, go on this and then add like some guys with mics, and then, or maybe go on Hubbard Gaming or Yaush or something like that, and maybe even find some guys on YouTube or something. I don't know, like some small YouTubers that are into Battlefield, and then you want to play with them. And the main reason why you want to play with them because it's so much more fun. Now, playing alone like I am here, I'm just trying to get a gameplay for you guys, but mainly if you're gonna play something that's not TDM, well, I guess just deathmatch, then you're probably just gonna mess around. And trust me, people don't care about your stats in this game. Well, some people might, but I personally don't at all. I mean, I could care less if your stats are like a .1 or. And look at this beast thing right here. It's pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Another thing you're gonna have to get used to is the kit selection. You want to actually use your kit it's not just there in case you want health or in case you want ammo. Sniper really doesn't do much. I guess provides reconnaissance. That's basically all it does. You also want to listen to your teammates and play the objective to the fullest extent. Mainly because this game is a lot about winning, and it's more of a tactical shooter more than a twitch shooter. As you can see here, I know I'm camping for these guys, but you have to realize that I know they're probably going to spawn over there because that's their general spawn location, because that's where a lot of teammates are. But I decided to flank around because there's usually one or two sneaky ways. Like you can go, there's a teeny edge or something. But for basic overview, you want to play TDM for the first part and maybe rush and conquest later. And then you want to play with the party, and you also don't want to expect guns to kill like Call of Duty. But thank you guys for watching. If you did get, if this did help you get more into Battlefield 3, please leave a comment. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I recommend you do follow these tips, and goodbye.